For most refugees in the world, finding their way to a home, old or new, is a struggle. War, conflict, famine have pushed them away from their lives. Jack Ruey fled from what is now South Sudan to go to Ethiopia with his family when he was 18 years old. But now he's back in his country, a former refugee helping new refugees. As a field officer for UNHCR in Jamba in South Sudan, Jack acts as a camp manager. He makes sure the refugees have water, health centers, and schools.
I feel happy because I'm helping those people who have suffered the way I suffer outside this country.
At the distribution center in Yusuf Batil refugee camp, Idris Hassan rushes to give supplies to those in need. He too is a former refugee. Idris fled to Ethiopia after losing his parents in the Sudanese civil war.
As a refugee who have encountered the refugee situation, I'm more than happy to help my people. Why? I'm so happy indeed.
Former refugees bring very special insight to their work, a contribution seen by UNHCR as highly valuable.
Refugees have a much easier time to relate to what the refugees are going through. So they are, for them it's easier to understand their motivations, their emotions, how they perceive us as the humanitarian workers.
Charles Jamba left South Sudan in 1999, another victim of the Sudanese civil war. He spent over 6 years in one of the refugee camps in Uganda. He learned car mechanics and trained as a driver. And earlier this year, he returned to South Sudan. Now he's employed by UNHCR.
Yeah, last time I was a refugee in Uganda, so now I'm also happy to work for the refugees, as they brought me here to work for the refugees.
Jack says he will never forget his time as a refugee, the hardship, the anxieties, and at times the despair that life would never get better. Then, he says UNHCR gave him hope.
And after when I come back again, I have interest to work with UNHCR because UNHCR is I'm like a child who was grown up under his father, and you cannot forget your father who educated you and who give you everything.
For all of these former refugees, now humanitarian workers, help given to them so many years ago is now being imparted onto those who need the same today. Help that offers the refugees some support and some hope.